7:35 on a Friday morning. Steve Darling's in Fort Langley at the Langley Fine Arts School. The very special guest this morning, Steve.
That's right. We have Kalan Porter with us of Canadian Idol fame, that's for sure. And the kids are in behind you, quite excited that you're here. So we really appreciate you taking the time to come out this morning. This is a big deal for everyone.
Yeah, it's exciting to be here.
Do you remember your days at school?
Yeah, I don't think I've been up this early since then. But yeah, it's exciting to be here.
Well, I'm sure you've answered all the Canadian Idol questions to death, but give us an idea of what the whole process was like for you. And I mean, it was your launch.
Yeah, I started off. I lived in Medicine Hat, Alberta, small town, and auditioned for the show, and then ended up moving to Toronto, and it kind of just went from there, and touring and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of been a whirlwind over the past couple years, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm just trying to enjoy it. So. Okay,
we're just gonna. Hey guys, you need to quiet down. Everyone, quiet down. As I mentioned, they're pretty excited that you're here. Tell us a little bit about your new album. I'm going to show it to you here. It's called Wake Up Living, and this is your second album, and this is really your staple on your career. Is that a good way to describe it?
Yeah, I think so. The first album was kind of what it needed to be, and Canadian Idol gives you the opportunity to get to a lot of people very quickly, but it's not necessarily known for it's great art, and yeah. so now I'm able to do my own thing, and I wrote most of the album and played a lot of violin on it, and I recorded down in LA, so it's definitely a lot more me.
Where does your love of not only music but songwriting come from?
I grew up starting to play violin when I was very young, and playing music all kind of growing up, and my mom had me drag me kicking and screaming to music lessons when I was some of these guys' age, and so I really I think my mom was the one that really got me into it. So.
Right, and the response to the album so far has been quite positive. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think you landed on the charts at number 7, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I'd been away a while, and my mom last year was actually diagnosed with cancer, and so I went home and spent some time with family and took some time off, and it was a tough decision, but I decided to do that. It was important for me. So I've been away a while, and I wasn't sure how the fans would react and that kind of thing, but it's exciting, and I'm glad to be back. Yeah.
Now, you're going to perform for us in a little bit. What song are you going to sing?
We're going to do the first single off the record. It's called Down in Heaven, and we kind of wrote it. It speaks to a time kind of actually when my mom was coming out of her treatments and chemotherapy and all that kind of stuff, and it was just kind of the feeling on top of the world, kind of huge sense of relief, weight off your shoulders kind of thing. So.
Well, I know you're used to playing the big room, so we've got you here at a sports field, and with a lot of kids here, they're pretty excited. So again, we really appreciate you taking the time to come all the way out to Langley. It's great of you to do that. So it was great to meet you, Kalan. Thanks very much, and continued success.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Kalan's going to perform for us in about 8 minutes time, so we'll come back for that, and everyone here is looking forward to it. Lynn?
Oh yeah, you can hardly tell those kids are grinning and jumping up and down behind you. We'll head back out to Fort Langley and check in with Steve at the Langley Fine Arts School. Look at the crowds gathered to see Kalan Porter this morning. At arena, 8 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and Steve Darling's out at the Langley School of Fine Arts with a very special musical guest this morning. Steve?
That's right, Lynn. That's right. Everyone out here at the Langley Fine Arts, very excited, and we're honored to have him here to perform for us this morning. The album is called Wake Up Living. Please welcome Kalan Porter.
seen the fools jump, love never saved them, or you, but you, how did you lift me past the point of gravity? I can't believe where you've taken me, and I wonder how everything's going down there in heaven. There's nothing I can see hanging over me, and I wonder if angels are looking up at us from heaven, because I've never been, no, I've never been so high that I can see the sun or find the ground, so high that I don't want to come back down. Yeah, and I wonder how everything's going down there in heaven. There's nothing I can see hanging over me. Yeah, I wonder if angels are looking up at us from heaven, 'cause I've never been, no, I've never been so
Steve Darling, we are broadcasting live from the Langley Fine Arts School, and well, it was quite exciting. Kalan Porter, we thank him again for taking the time to come out and perform here, and he's off signing autographs for the kids who are very excited. About 600 people here.
It's 5 minutes after 8 on a Friday morning. Steve Darling is finishing his week back to school out at the Langley School of Fine Arts in Fort Langley. Steve?
It was quite the scene here a minute ago, Len. I got to say, it was awesome. Kalan Porter did a nice job, and but the funny thing is, there's a lot of students here, but there's actually an equal number of parents here who were here to bring their kids to school this morning, if you know what I mean. So they enjoyed the performance as well.